Now on WKYT Mid-Morning, power outage impacts. How long will some Kentuckians be in the dark?
Plus, the fate of former President Donald Trump will soon be in the hands of a jury. We have the latest on the trial.
And a disease outbreak grows in Fayette County schools ahead of graduation day.
This is WKYT News Mid-Morning.
Welcome to WKYT Mid-Morning. I'm Victor Puente.
And I'm Destiny Quinn. It's looking like a really nice day ahead of us. But Jim, what are the chances that we'll see some rain?
We're going to get a few showers out there creeping through our skies, I think, especially toward the afternoon and evening. But not everybody will get in on that. You can see that our day is actually looking pretty good out there. Temperatures are in the 60s. This is comfortable. Now, she just asked about that rain. Look just to our north. We've got the sweep scanning for you. Look up here toward Indianapolis. See some of those showers there? That is going to start dropping toward us. It's going to actually move out toward the south and east. And as it does, we could see some rain from that. Maybe a gusty thunder shower. Winds are also going to pick up as that wave of energy drives through the area. It'll also keep those temperatures down. I am tracking it all. Coming up in a few minutes.
Jim, thank you. We now know the name of another person killed in Sunday's storms.
The Hardin County coroner identified the victim as Noreen Paget. She lived in Radcliffe. We don't know how exactly she died.
Leaders are blaming the storm for 5 deaths statewide, including one in Mercer County. A tree crushed Julie Sterling early Monday morning. She was in bed. The National Weather Service says straight-line winds caused the damage there. The other storm deaths were in Louisville and Hopkins and Caldwell counties.
More than 27,000 Kentucky households still don't have power. At one point, nearly 215,000 households were in the dark. Western and Southern Kentucky have the most outages right now. Governor Beshear says power restoration may take days.
In Jefferson County, utility poles are splintered. Power lines are still twisted. This marks the 3rd day without power for some people there. Homeowner Wilma Thompson is using a generator to keep the fridge cold. It keeps a fan blowing when it gets too hot. She says she's trying to stay patient.
We don't have any way to cook. We don't have any way to wash dishes. We don't have any way to do anything, laundry, anything.
More than 4,000 people are without power in Jefferson County.
The National Weather Service says an EF1 tornado went through Butler and northern Warren counties on Sunday. You can see some of that heavy damage to vehicles and some downed trees and power lines. The NWS says winds in these areas reached a peak of 110 miles per hour. You can always stay weather aware with the WKYT First Alert weather app. Scan the QR code on your screen to get updates on the forecast and to see current conditions. 2 more cases of whooping cough have been confirmed in Fayette County. That brings the total to more than a dozen.
Lucy Bryson is at the Fayette Health Department with more on that outbreak.
Well, there have been 14 total cases confirmed here in Fayette County since this initial spike just a couple of months ago. 12 of those confirmed cases have been school-aged children. And with the school year coming to an end, today is the last day of school for Fayette County Public Schools. Those graduation ceremonies are leaving families, graduates, and anyone coming to attend wondering what they should do in the event of coming into contact with someone that does have the whooping cough, or pertussis as it is called. The Fayette County Health Department advises you to stay home and stop the spread, as the whooping cough can be very dangerous if passed along to infants or those suffering with chronic illnesses. Those who need to stay home are those who are positive, of course, but also those who are feeling symptoms. Families should be watching out for cold-like symptoms, including sneezing, congestion, and coughing. The health department tells us that the whooping cough is extremely contagious. According to the health department, the best way to protect yourself is by getting a vaccination, and they want to help you do that as soon as possible. They say that although these school-aged children might not be in the most vulnerable age demographic, they could definitely contribute to a spread and potentially harm someone who could be a little bit more vulnerable. So they say contacting your local health department, whether it is here in Fayette County or in surrounding counties, is the best way for them to help guide you to getting that vaccination and getting it soon. For now in Lexington, I'm Lucy Bryson, WKYT.
Well, a driver is seriously hurt after a crash in Lexington. Police say a car hit a utility pole on Old Richmond Road and Jacks Creek Pike around 7 last night. The driver had life-threatening injuries. No one else was hurt. Officers say speeding was likely a factor.
Lexington Fayette Animal Care and Control is warning about a phone scam. They say scammers are using the department's phone number to ask for money. Officers say they never ask for payments over the phone or delay medical care. They say if scammers target you, you should call the FBI.
Kentucky is one of the 21 states that'll be part of a new initiative to modernize the country's power grid. That new initiative aims to fix aging electrical infrastructure and improve the grid. Leaders also want to build a bigger and more modern grid as part of an effort to reduce power outages and increase electrical capacity.
Deliberations start today in former President Trump's hush money trial.
Trump is accused of falsifying business records to cover up payments made to adult film star Stormy Daniels. Yesterday, it took 8 hours for the defense and prosecutors to make their final appeals.
The jurors, by closing arguments, really have a pretty good idea of how they feel about the case. They are looking strictly at what's the evidence? What do I need in order to do my job?
Well, Trump could face jail time and fines if found guilty. The judge noted a prison sentence would not be required for a conviction.
Multiple powdered baby formulas are being recalled. The FDA says 3 products fail to meet regulatory standards. They're Cresolac Infant 0 to 12, Pharmalac 0 to 12, and Pharmalac Low Lactose. Customers can return their recalled formula back to where you bought it for a full refund.
A new Chicago-style pizzeria is coming to Lexington. The Herald Leader reports Rosati's Pizza is coming to the Venue Shopping Center at Nicholasville Road and Malibu Drive. The Chicago-style restaurant features deep dish pizza and Italian beef sandwiches. They hope to open in early June.
Blood centers say the need for donors increases in the summertime. Here's a look at the supply at Kentucky Blood Center. To keep these blood types stocked for the summer, they're hoping that a big drawing will draw in more donors. A donor could win 2 Taylor Swift concert tickets just by walking through the door. KBC says they try to go with big promotions every summer because of the downward trend in donations.
We see people come in on a regular basis from September to May, but when we hit about May, it's just the donation frequency goes down. 20% of our donations come from high school drives that we do, and obviously schools are out. So, for the next few months, we're not getting those collections.
The lucky winner also gets a $500 gift card to cover travel expenses. All donors get Taylor Swift-inspired T-shirts. If you would like to donate, make an appointment on the Kentucky Blood Center's website.
Still ahead, a former corrections officer in custody.
Police say they've caught a man who abused teenage Kentucky inmates.